Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Alchemy Collective Consciousness Global Meditation here on Tuesday, September 12th. And welcome to our first uh, 8 a.m. Pacific time call, or to our new time. So very, very glad to have you. My name is Anna Larai, and I am the voice and channel for the Alchemy Collective. And I'd like to introduce you to our ground crew who work behind the scenes with um, emails and donations and advertising and gatherings and help hold the energy. So we have Christian, my husband here, and we are on Vancouver Island. And we have Maria, who lives in Germany. We have Sarah Law in Florida, USA, and Paula in Montana, USA. And the five of us make up your ground crew. And today we have something really special with the Alchemy that I think you're really going to enjoy. But just a reminder, let me see if I can get this to come up here so you can see it on the screen. There we go. So we are having our next Alchemy Collective Consciousness gathering starting October 29th for 5 days. It's an online gathering. And so are you wanting to remember your magnificence and embrace it? Come co-create with many beings of light as we work within the divine plan to support the further awakening and remembrance for yourself and for humanity. So we are really looking forward to this next gathering, online gathering, October 29th through to November 2nd. There are two options. And the first one is that you can join us for 5 days online, which we'd love to have you for 5 days. Or you can do the first day, which is the Sunday. But if you're doing the 5 full days is a commitment, and you receive personally an awful lot of benefits from that. And you're going to hear a little bit more about that a little later today. So hopefully you'll be able to join us. If you're unable to join us but want to help someone else get there, just write us at the Alchemy, and we would be more than happy to put your money towards another participant attending. So donations to support others attending are always welcome. All right, so let's get started and see what the Alchemy have for us today. And I'm going to ask everyone to get connected to the light. So just see, feel, or sense as I start to bring in that pure source light. And just receive and just consciously connect to your highest self now. You're always connected to your highest self, or you wouldn't be alive, but just consciously connect and expand. And just see or feel before you this beautiful golden disc show up. It's larger than a dinner plate. And this is the Alchemy's travel disc. And as you step upon it, just feel as you go up, up, up to the Alchemy field. And here you'll see this beautiful field filled with long grasses and wild flowers, and there's large trees on either side. But if you look down the field, you'll see this magnificent crystal. It's quartz-like in texture and in color, and it's the size of a great big old oak tree. And this is the Alchemy's home crystal. And so we're going to ask everyone to either walk down or travel on your golden disc and stand in a circle around the crystal. Greetings, beloved ones. We are the Alchemy, and on this day we greet you. It is our pleasure to be present with you. We come at the time of transition for a people and a planet. And we support and co-create the energetics, in this case with the humans on planet Earth, for the Great Awakening, which you are in the midst of now. And we have been present now with Anna Larai for just over 10 years here on your planet, coming through every week to support you as individual humans and for the Great Awakening. We invite you to join us each and every Tuesday as you can, and know that on our what you call website, all the last years of meditations are available for you to listen and download to support your own journey. And as you listen, know that your energetics are added to what we are co-creating, no matter whether it was last week, 5 years ago, or next week. We call forth now on our beloved ribbons, the one you know as Anna Larai. We call forth on Christian, Mother Gaia, and Kari La to all step into the crystal. As these two humans and two light beings, we run our energies through to each of you and to Earth. And so feel or sense or simply trust now as we bring a purple ray or ribbon of light down through the crystal, through Anna Larai, and she sends out directly to your heart now a purple ray or ribbon. And we always work only in group consciousness. And so we are in the process of creating a group heart for our time together, for there is more grace, more power in this connection. And just receive as this purple ray or ribbon connects with your heart, and love and light flow towards you. And see or feel now as we send a blue ray or ribbon down through Christian, and it comes out his heart to connect to your heart directly. And after it connects with your heart, it moves out the back of your human body, your physical body, and it moves to the right, all the way around this whole group of us, whether they are listening with us live or to this recording, until it connects once again into your own back of your own heart. And see or feel now as we send a green ray or ribbon down through the energies to connect here with Mother Gaia in the crystal, in the alchemy crystal. And she sends this green ray or ribbon out to connect with your heart. And finally, Kari La, who is part of the new consciousness for Earth. We send down a platinum ray, and this comes from Kari La's heart out to connect with your heart now. And feel as we send pure source light to all of your hearts through the purple, the blue, the green, and the platinum rays now. And all you have to do, beloveds, is receive. And as you are connected by these rays and ribbons to our crystal, you are standing also on a golden platform. And your disc, your golden disc, is resting on the platform. And if you were to look behind you, know that this alchemy crystal, which is also a portal of energy, is surrounded by 11 rings of Terra crystal angels. The angels that were birthed to support the Great Awakening for humanity. 11 rings of them are around behind you, around this crystal. And then, beloved ones, the next ring is a ring of mythical creatures and earth animals holding energy for you. And the next ring out is a ring of enlightened ones. And what we mean by this is ascended masters. We refer to them as enlightened ones. You often call them ascended masters. And behind them, various galactic high council members. And feel as all of these rings of angels, mythical creatures, enlightened ones, and galactic high council members, feel as they all send you love, as we do from the front, they do from the back. They are all here to support the energies today. And we invite each of you who have listened to our global meditations more than 3 times, been with us more than on 3 occasions, to call on your alchemy guide, to also connect with you on your golden disc. For each of you, if you wish it, may have a guide, an alchemy guide who can support you in your journey and your human life. And they come forth after you have been on 3 of our global meditations. And you may speak with them anytime. They are various beings of light who come here to serve and support you. And just feel as we send more love and more light out to each of you. Beautiful, beautiful. And from this space, we would like together to, let us just make sure that is there, to say out loud together the intentions for 2023 that those participants on the Alchemy Collective Consciousness meditation back in November of 2022, when we co-created these words and set the intention for this year. And we would ask each of you to repeat this daily 3 times, 3 times in a row, and that is once a day. And here we try to do it each Tuesday, and we want you to do it with full intention, knowing that what you are doing is supporting the creation of an energetic for your planet. This does not necessarily mean that all of humanity is going to all of a sudden one day wake up. but they may. But what you are doing is you are helping support the creation of the energetic so that it may happen. And so we ask you to repeat this out loud with us. Within 2023, all of humanity can opt for a gentle awakening to remember their true divine nature. Within 2023, all of humanity can opt for a gentle awakening to remember their true divine nature. And finally, within 2023, all of humanity can opt for a gentle awakening to remember their true divine nature. Beautiful, beloved ones, beautiful. And see or feel now, as we begin to flow to you, the diamond lights, the white, the pink, the golden, and the aqua. And the diamond lights come from Source, and they are the next layer of ascension energies. And they have been coming down onto your planet now for a few years, getting stronger each and every day. And all of the diamond lights carry the codes of remembrance of who you are on all levels, on all levels. The white diamond light is the base diamond light. And the pink diamond light is the base plus support for the human physical body. And the golden diamond light is for healing. And the newest diamond light is the aqua diamond light, and that supports your sovereignty. And this cocktail you may call on every day, up to twice a day, up to 30 consecutive minutes, but one time is at bedtime. And you may call on any proportion, any of the colors, or you may simply ask your highest self to choose, and your highest self will always regulate the percentages. But you may call on them individually or as any combination. The only one that you cannot call alone is the aqua, and you must always call it with white. But you could call on just gold or just pink, or white, pink, and gold, or aqua, gold, and white. So just feel now as the white, the pink, the golden, and the aqua diamond light begin to flow and come down through your soul star chakra and down into your crown. And just allow as these diamond lights gently and slowly flow into your body. And the diamond lights continue to flow down and across your shoulders and down your hands to your fingertips. And yes, they are very strong this day. And feel as they move down into your lungs and your higher heart chakra, and down into your heart chakra. And just allow the diamond lights to fill you up. And they move down to the solar plexus and all of the organs in your human bodies. And they flow down to the sacral and the root chakra. And the diamond lights flow into the nervous system and the bloodstream, into your digestive system and your endocrine system, through the cardiovascular system and the reproductive organs. And they flow down the legs to the feet and the earth star chakra, the white, the pink, the golden, and the aqua. And each of your highest selves is regulating the proportions of each as to what is best for you now. And as you fill up, allow the diamond lights to also flow into your auric field, the energy field around your human body. Simply receive. And we continue to fill you with pure source love and light, as well as the diamond lights. Simply receive. And we wish to share with you today something that has come into our awareness that we want to support you with. Many of you who work with us regularly, we know that you repeat these intentions within 2023. All of humanity can opt for a gentle awakening to remember their true divine nature. And this one is very profound, for this is what we come for, to help and support and co-create the awakening, as do many other beings of light and collectives come from across time and space to be present to support the life forms. And what we realized a couple of days ago with our Heart Collective is that you have been repeating this for humanity all of the year, and we are deeply grateful for that because your intentions ripple out and it is like fuel for the awakening. And when we do our gatherings, as we will be doing next month, and our last one we did in April in Mexico, your repeating these intentions is like fueling the energies to support that. But what came to our attention is that almost none of our Heart Collective had even thought to make their own declaration for themselves. And we will be honest, Anna Larai had set her intention for 2023, her personal intention to embrace her true divine nature with grace and ease, but even she too had never made a true declaration. And so we would like to give you the opportunity to do so today in a very special energy that we are creating on this global meditation. And we did this on Sunday with our Heart Collective, but we wanted to do it here for all of you, to give you the opportunity to do this. And if you are not doing it today, you can do it at a future date. And let us show you, and let us first tell you what a declaration is. A declaration is the act of declaring. It is a formal or explicit statement or announcement to make known or state clearly. And so we have revised a little bit what we did on Sunday. And we hope you can see this. And so we're going to talk about it first and set the energies and do some things before we actually do it. But Anna Larai is going to read it out loud for you, or we are. So declaration, you're going to say I am and your name, for I am are the most powerful words in the universe. I am, because you are then declaring when you say I am opting for a gentle awakening to remember my true divine nature as is best for my soul and my life. So while you have been repeating the intentions for humanity, very few of you have had the opportunity or even thought to make this as a declaration for yourself in your own person. And we know from what happened on Sunday with members of our Heart Collective who were present that it is very powerful. You are stating to Source, to the universe, to all that is, that you are choosing to awaken, or further awaken in a gentle manner, one that is best for your current life and your soul. And so what we thought to do, we would like to create the energetics. And what will happen is, and you don't have to do this today, you don't ever have to do it, but we know that many of you want to and are ready, because what you are doing, it is like blowing a horn saying, "This is what I want." It is stronger than an intention. You're stating that you are choosing this, and this reverberates out into the universe, into all of your soul fragments, all of your lifelines, your timelines. When you are making this declaration in the here and now, we ask you which questions you have about this before we begin the process. Which questions or thoughts do you have about it? Is there anything, do you like it? Do you think it would be beneficial to you? And we ask you to write in. If you could write in to us. Here, there is a chat little box you can write in. And one says, very good. How often to do this? Thank you very much. Thank you for this. It's a great suggestion. Are we just using our first name? Yes, you may, it is up to you. You may use your first or your last name. You, because it is you and the universe knows who you are, but you may use whichever, your first name or your full name, whatever. And another says, yes, very beneficial. This is the boost we need. Wonderful. Thank you. Now, as to how often to do it, we had a little discussion on Sunday, and we shared with you that when we do this today, you only need to do it once, but we can share with you that Anna Larai has chosen to say this as part of her daily practice. So there is no harm if you choose to say it every day as really a reminder for you. But once you are declaring it, it is done. But you can use it every day. We will leave that up to you. And if these exact words, and for those of you that were with us Sunday, the wording was slightly different, only slightly, then you may change it if it doesn't. We took out time frames. Someone wanted it within 2023. And we said that would be very dangerous because then you don't know what you are creating. And this is why the wording is as best for my life, for your life, and your soul. Let us just see what other questions. Yes, wonderful idea. Gives me a great sense of peace. We like that. Maybe to be said if we're having a weak moment. It is up to you how often and when you say it. But what we are going to do today is create a very strong energetic and support space for you to do it today. And what we are going to do shortly is, because you are making a profound declaration to the universe, we are also going to call in the centaurs. And you do not need to do that daily. Once you have done that once here with the recording, then it will have been done. But for the human self, you may repeat it daily if you wish. Yes, and one wrote in, Mary, yes, that would be beautiful for you. And we are going to do it. We haven't done it yet. We are going to do it. We are going to be silent, and you're going to be declaring this out loud. And you're going to do it 3 times in 3 groups of 3. So in total, you're going to be doing 9, but we are going to ask you to do 3 in this. We are going to be silent and you're going to do it aloud, and then we will come back when everyone has done it, and then we will do it a second time and then a third time. But we want to set the energetics for it first. And what we want you to be aware of, that we are going to ask you, we are going to, in the next day or so, post this on our Facebook page. the Alchemy Collective Consciousness Facebook page. And in the comments below, we are going to put the link to this recording so that others can do this for themselves. And we are going to ask each of you to share this with your groups and your friends and your social media so that more and more on your planet can make the declaration to opt for a gentle awakening as is best for their life or their soul. And some of you might wish there is, Anna Larai adds one word, and it is up to you, but we thought this was the simplest. You may say, I am opting for a gentle awakening to further remember my true divine nature, because some of you are deep in the remembering of who you are. And so this is still pertinent to you to further remember. But if you feel you don't really remember who you are yet, you can add further or not. Which other comments or questions do you have? And those of you that did it Sunday, we welcome you to do it again if you wish. You don't have to, but and what we like about this is that because we are going to share this recording publicly, that the energy that all of you who are with us today live is helping to also hold that energetic and create this energetic for more people to make this declaration and consciously choose. So when we've been saying the intentions within 2023, all of humanity can opt for a gentle awakening to remember their true divine nature, we are still working with that because we are still wanting all of humanity to awaken, to choose. But you are now declaring for yourself personally. Should you include your maiden name in addition and your middle name? You may if you wish. You may if you wish. It is truly up to you. It is truly what resonates best with you. You may try all three. You may try it different ways and see what feels best. But once you decide, we would say that you should always say it the same. Once you decide. And if you are changing the wording for yourself on this slightly, then write it down so you are always doing it the same. But we would say that I am in your name starts first, and then the I am, again, is like a beacon to the universe, opting for a gentle awakening to remember my true divine nature as is best for my life and my soul. Which other questions do you have? If we could have a show of hands, how many of you feel this might be beneficial for your life? Just raise your hand and leave it up so we could get an idea. How many of you think this might be beneficial for you? Beautiful. Many of you. Beautiful. And if you don't wish to do it today, you could do it on another day. But the key part of what for you in human form is the words at the end, as is best for my life and my soul. And so you are accounting for the humanness and for the soul. All right. Raise your hand if you are ready to get started so that we can get the energy set. So raise your hand if you are ready to get started and leave it up so we may see. We know that not all of you can do hands, but leave them up so we can see. So more than half of you, so we assume. I have also been including this as part of my morning practice, just did not do the last part. Beautiful. And it is interesting because there is an energetic difference between the intentions for the whole planet and the personal declaration. There is a different energetic for it. So we love that you have been doing that. So we would ask you to still do your intentions for planet Earth, for humanity, but also your personal declaration. And again, you can do it with us today in this energy, with us live, or if you are listening to this recording, the energy will hold in it. And if you want, you don't ever have to do it again, because the declaration is that strong. But many of you, we know, would love to add it to your daily practice. All right, it appears that many of you are ready. And so we ask you to leave the mind and just open your hearts. And we are going to fill you with more love and more light now. And we are going to do a couple of downloads before. Just feel now, as we begin to download, the vibrations of peace and divine love. Peace and divine love, nothing romantic. Just feel as we begin to download the vibrations of peace and divine love, and we ask you to expand. Expand. Just allow your consciousness, your heart, your energy field to grow bigger. Just allow the peace and the divine love to come in and fill your body and your auric field. We call forth the centaurs to bear witness to these personal declarations. We call forth the Alchemy High Council to bear witness to these declarations. We ask that these declarations be recorded in the individual Akashic records of all who make them. And we call forth on all of the highest selves of those making declaration to support the energetics and the human as these declarations are made and the energies begin to integrate. And so, beloveds, we are going to ask you to just feel as we send more love and more peace, as we fill you up and hold you, as all of these enlightened ones and being angels, mythical creatures, and galactic high council members, as we all hold you strong. And we are going to ask you to repeat this aloud 3 times. We are going to go in silence, and then we will come back. When you have completed your 3, raise your hand. Raise your hand then. When you have completed your 3, there is no hurry. You want to do this with full intention, with full intention. All right, we are going to go into silence now. We ask you to do it out loud with full intention. And as you complete, raise your hand and leave it up. Leave it up if you've completed. All right, we are putting hands down now. And we ask you now to repeat 3 times once more, again with full intention, with all the witnesses present and all the support. Hands up when you are complete your second round of 3. And so, beloveds, we put your hands down, and now we are going to ask you to do the 3rd time, again with full heart opening, as sincerely and deeply as you could mean for this declaration out into the universe, for yourself. And hands up when you are done. And we ask you, beloved ones, to write in and tell us how this felt. Tell us how this felt. How are you doing? Could you feel the energetics of it? If you could write in, please. And as you are doing this, we offer our gratitude and thanks to the centaurs for bearing witness, to the Alchemy High Council for bearing witness, and to the support from the highest self and all others who are here present to bear witness. The energetic is very strong. Another says powerful. I felt huge. It felt powerful and blissful, powerful. Thank you. Tingling all over, a peaceful strength. Absolutely, I feel this. I feel a strong band around my head still. I feel an energetic buzzing. Yes, could feel the energy, lots of tingling and buzzing. It was heartfelt. Thank you, and all who have come to witness. It felt really strengthening, and it has resonated back to me. It feels authentic and good, thanks to those witnessing and supporting us. I felt deep stillness in my heart and I yawned my integration. Very empowering, strong vibration, very powerful, and my heart is wide open. Beautiful, beloved ones, beautiful. And we want to share a little about this. The integration, you must be aware that this will continue to integrate over time, over what you call time, because the word in there is a gentle awakening, and as is best for your life and your soul. And it will look different for each of you. It will look different for each of you. And so we really ask you from our heart to share this. Once we get it up today or tomorrow on our Facebook page, share it so people can not only declare, for we ask them to declare with this recording because the energetics are held here. And we want to let you know, because it came up yesterday, that when we do our gathering, our online gathering next month, we have made the decision because when we come to support the awakening of Gaia and her people. And right now, what will help Gaia the most is that more of you awaken to your own magnificence. And so for the 5-day gathering, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the 4 days, for those of you doing 5 days, we will split the time between the divine service for the planet to create and support the energetics for all of humanity to awaken. So that will be the divine service. And the personal piece, well, we will be doing everything we can to support your personal awakening on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th day of our online gathering. So we want to balance this out, the divine service and the assistance to each of you for your own awakening. And let us see, it felt empowered, deliberate and authentic, and a shift in my timeline. Another says, I felt the strength. Thank you very much for witness, and so grateful for this. Beautiful, beloveds, beautiful. And the more that we can get this shared, the more that other people, friends and family and people in your spiritual circles can make this declaration. We feel it will support so much. And one says, thank you very much for this declaration and the opportunity to make it my own in such a strong energetic force. This was absolutely magnificent for me and felt awesome throughout the whole session. Thank you again for this majestic opportunity. Deeply appreciated. Well, you are most welcome, beloveds. All of you are most welcome. And we are grateful that it all came up on Sunday with Anna Larai and our Heart Collective. Can you explain what a centaur is? The centaurs you can see on your internet thing. A centaur is a half horse, half man. So the body is horse, and then the man from the waist up is the head. So you've seen them before, and they often come when you make vows, they are present and they record those and help hold them. So they're beautiful beings of light. And you don't have to call them every day. Now that they have been here for your initial one, this is where you've made your declaration. But so for your human minds, you are welcome to continue to state this in your daily practice. And just know that things will happen within your own divine timing. Within your own divine timing, because you have put for your life and your soul. But now you have put it out there to the universe. You have said, you have declared that you wish, that you are opting in for a gentle awakening, one that is best for your life and your soul. And another says, thank you so much. I feel so divine. Well, thank you, beloved ones. And the Anna Larai, we thank you as always, and our ground crew and all of our attendees. It is our great pleasure to be present with all of you and to support you with all of this. So feel now as we gently stop flowing the diamond lights, and we would encourage you to call the diamond lights the twice a day, because they will really help support this declaration. And we slowly stop flowing the diamond lights. And feel now as we gently dissolve the platinum ray and the green ray. We ask Christian to dissolve the blue ray holding the group heart, and Anna Larai gently dissolves the purple ray. And your golden discs bring you back in your own time and space. We are the alchemy, and it is our pleasure and honor to be present with you this and every day. Hi, everybody. It's Anna Larai. Thank you so much. This felt so strong on Sunday and feels very, very strong today. And I know we're doing something that will benefit us all, as well as humanity. All right. And on the human side, one thing is if you could share from the Alchemy's Facebook page when we have it up, because it helps the Facebook algorithm, which means it goes further and more people get to see it than if you're doing it from any place else. So, all right, we will get that up by the end of today, I hope. And thank you so much for being here. We look forward to seeing you next week at our new time. Next week will be 4 o'clock Pacific time. All right. Thank you very much. Bye for now.